Hi everyone, I'm GM with Evenstad Music, and today we're on Long Island, New York, and we're here to see Electro Harmonix. So obviously most of our viewers know really well who you are already, but for those that don't, can you give us the short story? Who is Mike Matthews?
Basically a businessman. We take great pride in the innovation of the products at Electro Harmonix. If you don't run things like a business, you're not going to be profitable. And only if you're profitable can you hire more great engineers, more great other people to bring out more great stuff. So it's got to be business first. And I was always into business since I was 5 years old.
All right, my name is Matthias Rabe. I've been in sales here for 15 years now, concentrating mostly on export, which is why I have the pleasure of dealing with Evenstad. I work both in pedals and vacuum tubes, which is the other side of our business. You guys order mostly pedals, not so much tubes, but we do have a lot of manufacturing customers, manufacturing amplifiers, whether it's hi-fi or guitar amps, that purchase a ton of tubes from us. We are the largest tube manufacturer in the world also, actually. They all come from the factory in Russia. And I just get them out all over the world.
My name is Manny. I'm an engineer here at Electro Harmonix, designing pedals mostly. And I also do some of the demo videos, mostly for bass stuff. I've been working here for about 3.5 years full time, and actually a year before that I interned here.
So this is engineering. This is where all the secrets are developed, so don't look too closely.
No, we won't.
This is Pat. We have Gino over here.
Hi.
This is Manny, who you met earlier.
Yeah.
And senior head engineer, John Pisani.
Hello.
And they're all very busy working, so
yeah,
we best leave them alone.
Exactly.
I was out of work for about 6 months, and I was answering every single ad there was that I could possibly find for almost any kind of job. And this place was advertised under New Sensor. Did I know what New Sensor was? No. So I sent my resume, and then I get a phone call like, "Hi, how you doing? This is New Sensor. We'd like you to come in for an interview." Like, what is this, a plumbing company or something? and then whoa, it's Electro Harmonix. Oh my God, like cool. I remember showing up in a suit for my interview. Everybody was like, because in this place, you cannot possibly dress down more than the boss. That's one of the things I like about this place, that I never have to worry about how I look or how I dress. This is where the pedals get assembled and tested. This is the Synth 9, the synthesizer pedal with all the classic synth sounds on it. And you see them here in various stages of production. And oh, here, this is an unusual one. This is the small clone, one of the last ones that comes in this metal chassis here, because everything else is die cast, It used to be that most of the pedals looked like this, and we're just keeping that one for nostalgia. Or maybe because he ordered 10,000 of them and he still got to use them. The Big Muff also, the classic Big Muff.
The classic one.
Yeah, that's the classic.
Oh. So, for how long has the power been?
That's fairly new also, a couple of years?
Yeah.
A year or two?
I didn't know, actually. In addition to the business, you were also, or still are, a pretty decent keyboard player.
Well, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think I'm that decent, but I was really great back in the mid-'60s. 1960s, that is, maybe before you were born.
Yeah, but a lot of that's where the legends.
Like
operating, I guess.
I promoted a lot of big name groups: the Coasters, the Drifters, Chuck Berry, the Isley Brothers, the Young Rascals, the Byrds, Turtles, so many more. When I was in college. And sometimes the groups would usually just travel with the guitar player, and the promoter would have to put together the backup band. And I had a really, nice R&B band back in the early mid-'60s.
Yeah, so you were even playing with them then, basically.
Yeah, I even promoted Hendrix and became really close friends with him back when he called himself Jimmy James.
Every single pedal gets manually plugged in and tested. We used to do this out loud. Now we have headphones. And sometimes you still plug in a guitar manually, right? once in a while, but mostly things run off the loopers, and you just have an infinite loop going, and you just test each pedal, make sure everything works.
I'm a plant manager.
I'm working in packing.
We pick out orders and we give them to the boys for them to pack and ship out to customers.
You've probably picked our orders then, I guess.
Probably.
I long for 7 years.
6 years.
5 years.
70 years.
17?
Yeah.
About 24 years.
Oh, my favorite part is everything.
Mi parte favorita es
I'm her favorite part.
Ah! Hello. So how long have you been working here? What's your favorite part working at Electro Harmonix?
My favorite part is when we bring out new products. Then it's the excitement of getting new orders. You know, first we do e-blasts. We have a very large consumer fan base, and e-blasting is free. We make our own videos, and then we immediately also follow it up with blasts to all of our dealers, our foreign dealers. Pretty much we sell direct to dealers throughout the world. And when you get the orders from the dealers, it's not that they'll just order the new flat iron fuzz, but they'll order that, they'll check their stock, they'll order some the B9s, some LPB1s, some Soul Foods, Canyons, but they'll order a bunch of stuff. So every new product brings in sales, not just for that product, but for a bunch for products across the line.
Yeah.
I'm not here in the warehouse, but I'm assuming the closer these piles get to the testing area, that means the more finished they are. See here, you only see the boards. Oh, this is one of our latest and greatest. Softtech Deluxe Big Muff. This is the closest thing in a new production that you're going to find to a Civil War Big Muff from the 90s. The Russian-made one.
Yeah.
Now here we are in the shipping area and tube storage, and the sporty ones are jogging. Here we keep assembled pedals, and we assemble them separately for UK, Europe, US, and Australia and Japan are on demand.
Yeah, because of the power supply.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the NOS paradise, so to speak, the new old stock tubes. Cartons and pallets and crates of stuff that nobody's ever asking for these days, but at some point in the future, the bet is they will become valuable.
Because you don't get them anymore.
Exactly, they're not being made.
So on a more regular day-to-day basis, what does your day look like here now?
Well, I usually wake up at around 5 or 6 in the morning.
Wow.
Go out, get some coffee, come back, start checking my emails. I also handle some accounts myself because I like to be in all aspects of the business, whether it's my feet in purchasing, sales, production planning, etc. And then I work usually till about 1:30, and then I go out, get lunch. I have a bed here. I go to sleep, take a nap for a few hours, and then get up at around 4:35, after a siesta, and see how our sales went for the day. And we deal internationally. We sell in almost every single country in the world. So I get emails all night long.
Okay. So this is my colleague Meg, who sits next to me in this fabulous office here.
Hi, Mike.
Hi there. Nice to see you guys.
She does
Thanks for
mostly
coming.
export. I don't think she deals with any Norwegian accounts, though, right?
No.
No. So I have Norway.
Finland. My POs come in Finnish. And I'm sitting here with Google
What's
Translate.
the word for red again?
We have the same thing.
Punani.
When we get the invoices from this Finnish company,
In Finnish,
it's
right?
all in Finnish.
Yeah.
So it's Kitarikappi.
Yeah.
Kitarinuppi.
Exactly.
You learn all these words.
Now we get into the new tube storage. The way it works here in the shipping department, they have match tubes against the wall that are matched in pairs, quads, or sextets, ready to pack. Over here we have the single tubes or loose tubes in bulk packaging, which still need to be matched, or sometimes manufacturers want bulk tubes and match them themselves, or they don't need match tubes.
My favorite part is the environment of the teams, the people that works for this company. It makes me feel like I'm in family. About 23 years.
Wow.
I've been here.
So do you play any instruments?
Not really. I love it. I like to play guitar, but I'm bad.
I didn't know you played guitar.
I play guitar.
I never knew. I knew you sang a little, but I didn't know you
No, I
played
play.
guitar.
I play. But like
Work with a guy for 15 years.
What do you do here at Electro Harmonix?
Well, as you can see, I just doing the package for the orders to go, make sure everything go well. We got the right items. Once the girls put everything out, we just gotta check each item and then make sure that, everything go fine to the destination.
Yeah, and usually they do. I mean, at least for us, it's always
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Over here we have the shipping boxes that are prepared for the day. We have UPS, FedEx pickups every day. Sometimes we have several large pallets.
Yeah, that's whenever we order stuff,
Started
right?
here.
And it's-
That's right. And over here is our lovely Christmas tree. That's been out since before Thanksgiving, I believe.
There was one time I was in Columbus, Ohio at a random bar with some friends, and there was a band playing, and one of the guys had this one of our at the time brand new pedals that I worked on, and it was kind of cool, and I walked up to him and I was like, oh, it was the Blurst modulated filter, which is also one of our kind of weirder, less common pedals, and I walked up to the guy and I was like, what do you think of that pedal? And he's like, oh, it's kind of cool. And I was like, oh, I actually am from New York and I designed that. And it was like, what? And it was very kind of bizarre being in Columbus, Ohio and just running into a guy.
Awesome.
It's cool to see real life random people using stuff that you worked on.
Obviously, you're doing something right then, since they're
Hopefully,
being used.
hopefully they're still using it. They didn't take it off their board the next day. I don't like this anymore.
Oops. Thank you. And that's not even the first time today, it's the second time.
Thanks, man. Oh, and there's Michino. She's bringing down Michino, ready to go.
And Gabriel.
I told you this is like a family place.
It's like a dysfunctional family.
Dysfunctional family. Like a normal.
That's how it is, 2018, huh?
Normal family.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Normal fun.
GM. This is Mike. The other Mike, we call him Mike C, or Little Mikey. This is Sebastian.
You've never called me that, not once. Nice to meet you. I saw them on the way.
I'm just getting all kinds of crap on the, to incriminate us on the
Put
on
it all
YouTube,
down, and then later my wife will see, and she says, "Why are you doing this? You should be buying me Christmas gifts."
Right? Yeah. Mike does digital marketing. He has the oversight over our YouTube channel, right? And
Manhattan skyline.
and the Manhattan skyline. And this is the executive floor, so we don't have to sit down to see the skyline. We can see it standing up. And PR, promo stuff.
Well, most of the time I am sitting down in front of this computer doing what Matthias said. A lot of the YouTube stuff, all the digital marketing. So if you've seen us on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, any other corner of the internet, that's us.
And I just have one thing to say about all of this. Thanks, Mike. This is the smartest guy in the company, Kevin Purcell. Hi. I don't know why he's still here, to tell you the truth. So I've never been up here in the winter.
Wow! So this is where you would have lunch in the summertime, up here?
Nah.
Nah, you don't.
Nobody ever comes up here, to tell you the truth.
Awesome. So, that's about it. After walking around and interviewing with everybody from sales and marketing to development and warehousing, what hits us is how they treated us and how they acted around each other. It made us feel very welcome. And then there's the cultural diversity. There's people here with every imaginable background. After all, we're in New York, but still. The fact that many people we met have been working here for more than 10 and 20 years, it tells us that they don't only come from totally different backgrounds, but they even manage to hit it off with each other to such a degree that it all seems like one big family.